Hey guys, Etway here, and today I'm showing you guys how to complete the Hibernation Squad Challenge the cheapest and easiest way. As of right now, it's going to set you back around 30,000 coins to complete, and in return you get yourself a 55k pack, as well as 4 other packs for completing each of the 4 individual SBCs that make up the Hibernation. So you actually get well over 100,000 coins worth of packs. It's actually almost 200k for just 30,000 coins, which is crazy, and I actually got some really good rewards from this SBC and made a load of profit. And even with the average packs, you guys are going to at least break even, if not make a small amount of profit. So even if you get a player worth 5 to 10,000 coins or so, you should be able to make some good coins. So it really is an SBC I would recommend you guys completing if you do have the coins. And if you guys do want to know how to complete any other squad challenges that have so far been released on the game, go and check out the playlist in the description to all my other SBC guys. If there are any missing, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll try and get videos out on those. But if you guys do enjoy, leave a like, leave a comment down below letting me know which SBCs, as I said. And also if you guys do want to win a £10 Xbox or PlayStation gift card, go and get yourself some FIFA points. All you need to do is leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, let's go on into the SBCs. As always with any of the advanced SBCs, there are 4 different individual squad builder challenges to complete in order to complete the entire set of the SBC. So we start off with quads. Now, one thing to bear in mind with any of the SBCs I'm going to be showing you guys is you do not need to go and get the same players as me. All you need to do is follow the guidelines I'm giving you, and then you can find the cheapest cards on the market that work for you in order to complete this SBC the cheapest way. Because if I tell you guys to go and use the same players as me and everyone does that, it's going to drive their price up, and this will no longer be the cheapest way of completing the squad builder challenge. So all you need to do is follow the guidelines I'm giving you, and you'll be able to complete this very, very cheaply and very easily. So quads gives you a 25k pack, and you need exactly 4 nationalities, a maximum of 3 players from the same nation, a 75 rating and 80 chemistry at minimum, and at least 4 rare players in your team. All you need to do is spread 9 players across 3 different nations, and they get an extra 2 from a different nation. So I've gone with 3 Brazilian players, 3 Russians, 3 Italians, and 2 players from Cameroon. So it's very, very simple. I would recommend using most of your players from the same league, just so you do get 80 chemistry overall. So I've gone with 3 Russian players from the Russian league, 3 Brazilians from the Russian league, 2 Cameroonian players from the Russian league as well. And then I had an Italian in my club that I put in from the Russian league as well. There weren't any other Italians in the league, so I just went and put in some random Italians I had in my club, and I do get 80 chemistry. So it's very, very simple. You guys don't need to use the same nations as me. You don't need to use the same leagues. You could, for example, use 3 French players who play in the Turkish league. You could go and use 3 Turkish players who play in the Turkish league, 2 players who play for Japan, maybe in a different league, and then you could use 3 players who play potentially for Algeria, for example, in the Super League. As I said, you don't need to use the same players as me, just follow the same guidelines. You should be good, and this is a very, very cheap and easy SBC to complete, as you can use bronzes and silvers, as you only need a 75 rating overall. Next up is the 6. This needs exactly 6 different nationalities, a maximum of 2 players from the same league, a 70 rating overall, and at least 85 chemistry. So it's very simple to complete. All you need to do is build a 1 league team and make sure that you have exactly 6 different nationalities, and that you don't use more than 2 players from the same nation. So it is very simple, and it's basically just trial and error. You can just pick a random league. I went with the Polish league. There's so many different ones you guys can go ahead and do this with, and you can mainly use silver players. I used all silvers bar 1 gold just to bring the rating up, and all you need to do is just make sure that you're not getting too many players from the same nation, as you can only have a maximum of 2, and make sure that you have 6 different nationalities in your team. So again, it is just trial and error. You only need 85 chemistry, so you can use quite a few players out of position, as I've done here. We've got a centre back at centre mid, and we've got a centre back at right back. So this one is very easy to complete. Just pick a random obscure league and go and get some silver cards, and go and get even some bronzes, maybe a few golds as well, to get the rating, and make sure they're from different nationalities, so you do get the 6 exact nationalities in your team. Next up is It Takes 8, and this gives you a prime gold players pack, which is a 45k pack, so a really good return for a very, very cheap SBC, setting you back under 10,000 coins. All you need is exactly 8 nationalities, a maximum of 2 players from the same nation, exactly gold in your starting 11, 5 rare players at minimum, and at least 88 chemistry overall. So all you need to do, just like the last SBC, is build a 1 league team. I've gone with the Mexican league, and again, it's just trial and error. Go and buy a lot of different players from different nationalities, put them into your team, and make sure that you don't have too many players from the same nation, as you can only have a maximum of 2 from that one nation. So you guys can see here, I've just gone ahead and built myself a Mexican League team. Make sure you get enough rare players. Everyone has to be gold, but you can get these guys extremely cheaply. Just go with quite an unpopular league that's got quite a few gold cards. So maybe the Argentine League, you could go with the Championship, you could go with the Mexican League like me, you could go with the MLS. There's lots of different options. Don't go with the top league like the Premier League or the Bundesliga. Go with one of those less popular ones with loads and loads of different nations in. So this one here, we've got a Peruvian striker, we've got players from Paraguay, we've got some Colombians, some Uruguayans, Spanish people, Mexican people, people from Chile, loads of different players, and it's a very easy one to complete. So cheap, and it gets you a 45k pack. So all you need to do, get some different players from different nationalities. Make sure you have exactly 8 different nationalities in your team, and it's trial and error for this one and the previous. Just go through and get the cheapest players you can, and it's very easy to complete. Finally, we've got National Pride. This gives you a 35k pack, and is another very simple SBC to complete. You need exactly 10 nationalities, at least an 80 rating overall with 7 rare players at minimum, and exactly 100 chemistry in your team. Again, just build a 1 league team. I've gone this time with the Serie A. Now, the reason for this is because there's quite a few high rated cards in this league that are very cheap, and there's loads of rare ones. So for this one here, I wouldn't recommend going with one of those worse leagues, just because there aren't enough good players to give you an 80 rating overall, and also there aren't enough rare players for you guys to be able to complete this SBC pretty easily. So go with a league just with loads and loads of decent players in that you can get cheaply. So for example, the Serie A, the Bundesliga, Liga, any of those leagues. I would stay away from the Premier League though, as those players are a little bit more expensive. But you just need exactly 10 nations in your team. It's as simple as that. Just make sure you have the 10 nations in the squad. It's so simple. Make sure you use a few high rated players to get that 80 chemistry. You can just fiddle about, put some high rated players in, try and get as close as you can to that 80 rating without having to overspend and use too many expensive players. And 7 rare players, that's again pretty easy. You can just go ahead and get some really cheap 600 or 700 coin rare players to fit into your team. But I would recommend going with one of those slightly more popular leagues like the Serie A, the Bundesliga, Liga Santander. Just stay away from the Premier League, and it's a very easy one to complete. And this gives you a 35k pack, and once you have completed this, you will have completed the entire set of the Hybrid Nations SBC. And this gives you a rare mega pack that is a 55k pack. As you guys can see, the SBC is complete, so let's head over to the store and see what we get in the pack. So I've already gone ahead and opened these packs. I did say earlier on I do get some pretty decent players in these, and I really would recommend you guys completing these SBCs right at the beginning of the game, because pretty much every single player you're going to be getting has value, as do consumables. Just everything you're going to be packing can be sold on and can make you a really good amount of coins. So you guys can see in the background here, I'm actually opening up a 25k pack, and if you look at the content you're getting from a pack like this, you get some rare players. A lot of these cards sell for a lot because of squad builder challenges like the one I'm going and completing now. If you get, for example, a Spanish player who plays in a random league like maybe the Pro League or something, they often go for about 3,000 or 4,000 coins. It's crazy how much some random cards sell for. You can get silver players as well that sell for a lot, especially if they play either in the Super League or if they play in the Mexican League, and you can just get a load of players that sell for a lot that you wouldn't really expect to sell for much. So even if you just get very average packs, you should be able to make back the 30,000 coins or so that this SBC will cost you. Now, as you guys can see, I actually have a glowing pack there. The pack glows as it drops down. You can see the side of the pack glows, and that means you're going to get one of these billboard packs. I thought I packed Lewandowski. There's 2 players I think who can potentially come up. You've got either Lewandowski or you've got Piszczek, and we went ahead and obviously got Piszczek, as you guys can see here, 83 rated. I thought that was okay, but we also managed to get Herbert, that's another 83, and Fekir, who's got a pretty decent card. I was expecting him to sell for quite a bit more than what he did actually sell for, which is about 3,500 coins, but nevertheless we actually got about 10k just from those 3 players there, which is really good. You guys can see, checking the prices, and that goes to show just how effective these SBCs can be. Every single one I've actually opened so far, every SBC I have done has given me really good rewards. I've ended up going and getting David Silva from one of the SBCs I've completed, and Gabriel Jesus from another one, and you guys will be seeing in these 2 final packs we get some very good pulls. So each of the ones I've completed so far has got me players that have given me a really good amount of profit overall, and that's where I've got a lot of my coins so far on the game. So next pack we get another pack, and when it says left mid and Belgium, I 100% thought this was Eden Hazard. I did not think of Carrasco at all. I thought that's going to be Hazard. He's like 400k, and I'm set now for the rest of FIFA. And in the end, it ended up being Carrasco. And I was gutted after that because I fully thought I packed Hazard. I forgot that there was another Belgian left mid. But we also got Casemiro in the pack, which is crazy. If you look at what Carrasco sells for, he is around about 20,000 coins, which is not too bad at all. But Casemiro, he actually goes for even more, and that shocked me. I thought he'd be like 10k. He's actually about 30,000 coins, which is crazy. So we just got, if you take into account the other players in this pack, including Klaassen, he's like 5k or so. we got about 60 to 70,000 coins worth of players in one pack. That's double what I spent on the SBC. So I've already managed to make back 30k profit from this pack alone. We've already got a few decent packs beforehand, and wait until you see the final pack we get. And it's just crazy. We probably made about 50 to 60,000 coins just from this one SBC. The previous one I did, I got David Silva and some other decent players. That made me good profit. Jesus in the one before that. As you guys can see, we pull ourselves in inform, and it is Matthew Valbuena for like the third time. I've not even opened that many packs on this game. I've packed him so many times. I've got him from 3 SBC packs, and I already have an untradeable version of him. But as you guys can see, 84 rated Valbuena, and we get that walkout animation with the flares and everything in the background. Looks really, really cool. I really do like the new pack animation. At first, when I saw it first released, I didn't like it, but I really like it now. But as you guys can see, here's a duplicate. We also managed to get Jack Butland in the pack, and he goes for like 3,000 or 4,000 coins. So that was another really good pull, and that just adds to the profit we're going to be making. And I would recommend just checking the price of everything you're getting, because a lot of players do sell for a really good amount of coins. Position change cards, you get loads of these here because you're opening 35k packs and 55k packs. They're two of the ones you get. So you get loads of position change cards, and some of them go for like 4k or so. So check the price of those. You could get a load of really good items in those packs. But there we go. Those are the packs that I open. I got some crazy rewards from them. Hopefully you guys get equally as good pack luck in yours. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below which SBCs you'd like me to cover next in one of these videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.